It's late. You're lying in bed, phone screen glowing against your face, and you're staring at her last message like it holds the answer to a question she never even asked. She said something warm earlier, laughed at your joke, held eye contact a little too long, and you felt something shift. But now, nothing. She's gone quiet. Hours pass. You're checking if she read it. You're typing drafts, deleting them, typing again, and your brain won't shut off. What did I do wrong? Was that something real, or was I just imagining it again? Why do I always feel like I'm one text away from losing her? Here's the part nobody tells you, bro. Not loudly enough anyway. The reason she pulls away is not because you did something wrong. The reason she pulls away is because something inside her felt something real, and real closeness is the one thing her nervous system was never taught to trust. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're not too needy. You're just talking to a woman whose wiring treats love like a threat. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how avoidants think, what secretly triggers them to obsess over a man instead of run from him, and the exact identity shifts that make her terrified of losing you, without chasing, without performing, and without ever feeling pathetic again. Let's get into it. Most guys believe avoidants just don't feel love as deeply as other people, but the real truth is, avoidants feel love so intensely that their nervous system reads it as danger. You see, the moment something real starts happening, real eye contact, real laughter, real emotional depth, her gut tightens, her breathing changes, a wall goes up that wasn't there 10 minutes ago. That's not her choosing to hurt you. That's her body trying to protect her from a feeling she hasn't earned the ability to hold yet. So when she goes quiet, when she fades, when she acts like she never cared at all, she's actually proving how deeply she cares. She's proving she felt something, and her system kicked in before she could figure out what to do with it. This is the part most guys never hear explained properly. The question was never, how do I get her to stop running? The real question is, how do I become a man her nervous system no longer needs to run from? Because when you become that man, she doesn't just come back. She comes back scared she's about to lose you. That's when everything changes. Number 1, become the man who feels like oxygen, not a cage. Most guys think if they just love a woman harder, more texts, more reassurance, more consistency, she'll eventually feel safe. But the opposite is what actually happens. Avoidant women don't feel safer when you pursue harder. They feel smothered. They feel their identity collapsing under someone else's need. And the more you chase, the faster she runs. Here's the deeper truth. Closeness without pressure isn't measured by effort, it's measured by energy. The energy you radiate when you're around her has to feel like space she wants to step into, not gravity she has to fight. Let's make this real. Wrong. Hey, just checking in. I miss you. Are we good? I just want to understand what's going on. Right. Hey, I was thinking about you earlier. That thing you said about your dad still has me smiling. Hope your week's going good. See the difference? The wrong version screams, I need you to respond or I'll fall apart. The right version sends the message, I'm whole without your reply, but I still wanted you in my moment. And here's what that does to her. She feels the weight lift off her chest. She feels like she can breathe around you. For an avoidant woman, that feeling is rare. That feeling is addictive. And that's when she starts wondering what would happen if she lost you. Number 2, master the specific engineering of silence. Most guys panic when she goes quiet. Most guys fill the silence with anxious energy. More texts, more emoji, a meme to break the tension, a double text to see if she's okay. But silence isn't the absence of connection. Silence is where her brain starts working against her in your favor. Imagine she's lying in bed, phone in her hand, nothing from you in 6 hours. Her brain whispers, why hasn't he texted me? He always texts me. Why did he stop? What's he doing right now? Is he with someone else? That silence is doing more work than any text ever could. Because here's the psychology most people miss. Avoidants are wired to suppress their feelings, but their subconscious never suppresses anything. It just stores it. And silence is what opens the storage room. Prolonged, comfortable silence is emotional caffeine for her brain. Every hour she doesn't hear from you, your absence becomes louder inside her head. But here's what changes everything. The silence only works if she knows you could reach her. The silence only works if she could text you anytime. The pull only exists because the door is open, but you're not standing in it begging to be chosen. That's the engineering of it. That's when she starts missing you in a way she can't explain out loud. Number 3, trigger her scarcity reflex without playing games. Most guys try to manufacture scarcity by pretending to be busy, pretending to be with other women, pretending they don't care. But here's the deeper truth. Real scarcity isn't a tactic. Real scarcity is a byproduct of a man whose life is genuinely full, a man who's building something, a man who's training, a man who's reading, a man whose calendar has weight, a man who isn't sitting by the phone waiting for her name to appear. She can feel the difference instantly. Fake scarcity smells like performance. Real scarcity feels like quiet confidence she can't fake test. And here's where it gets interesting. The moment she senses your life doesn't revolve around her, her avoidance system actually relaxes. Because now she's not being chased. Now she's the one who has to consider whether she wants to keep her spot in your world. That's the shift that makes her scared of losing you. Not because you're playing games, but because she can feel that your world was already full before she walked into it. And that's terrifying to a woman who only stays when she feels in control. Number 4. Become emotionally unreadable. In the right way. Most guys are either completely open, oversharing every feeling the second it happens, or completely walled off, acting like a stone robot who gives her nothing. But here's what avoidants are actually magnetized to. They want emotional depth. They want real feeling. They just want it delivered in a steady hand that doesn't shake when she pushes back. Not loud emotion, not cold emotion, not "I'll show you I'm aloof" emotion, but quiet, grounded, I can hold anything emotion. Let me show you this in a real conversation. She texts something distant. Been really busy, sorry. Wrong response. It's fine, I just worry about you. You know you can tell me anything. Right response. I figured. Life gets loud sometimes. I saw something today that reminded me of you though. Will tell you when I see you. The wrong response hands her all your anxiety on a plate. The right response tells her, I'm stable, I noticed you, and I'm not falling apart because you went silent for a day. When you do that, she feels something she almost never feels with anyone. She feels like she doesn't have to manage your emotions. That feeling is what makes her come back more. That feeling is what makes her terrified of losing it. Number 5. Trigger her nostalgia loop until she replays you in her head. Most guys try to remind avoidant women of the future. They talk about plans. They talk about next week. They talk about where this is going. But avoidants don't run toward the future. They run toward the past. Because the future feels like commitment, and the past feels like comfort. So you master the art of pulling her backward. Subtly, conspiratorially. Like the two of you share a language nobody else speaks. A line from an old conversation, a song you both heard that night, a reference only she would get. Hey, just heard that song you played in the car that night. Didn't realize how much that one lived in my head. That's not a tactic. That's a memory re-injection. And here's what happens in her brain. Avoidants may bury memories, but they never delete them. They store every word that made them feel something. And when you reach into that vault, casually, naturally, her body remembers before her mind does. She's lying there later, replaying the moment. Her brain says, why do I keep thinking about him? Why does he live in my head like this? That's when she realizes she's emotionally addicted to you without having agreed to be. Number 6, use the voice tone, reset, before she even defends herself. Most guys escalate when avoidants pull away. They get sharper, they get colder, they go from sweet to sarcastic in one text. They punish her withdrawal with withdrawal of their own. But here's the psychology no one explains. Punishment is the fastest way to make an avoidance walls permanent. It tells her nervous system, see, you were right, love is unsafe. Instead, you do something she never expects. You drop your voice, you drop your intensity, you reset the entire emotional temperature of the conversation from one message. She sends something dismissive. I don't know what you want from me. Wrong. I want honesty. Just tell me if you're even interested. Right. Hey, take a breath. We're good. I'm not asking you for anything you don't have. Just wanted you to know I'm here when you're ready. The wrong version triggers her defense system. The right version tells her brain, this man cannot be destabilized by me. And here's the part most guys miss. That single message rewires how she sees you. Because she spent her whole life with men who fall apart emotionally the second she pushes back. You are the first man who stayed steady in the storm. That is the man she's terrified of losing, not because he punishes her, but because she knows she might never find another one like him. Number 7. Build a life she can feel. Through the phone screen, most guys put their life on pause while waiting for her to make up her mind. They sit home, they wait, they scroll her profile, they check if she watched their story, but there's nothing that makes an avoidant run faster than a man whose world goes quiet the moment she goes quiet. Because here's the truth most guys never hear. Avoidants are wired toward momentum. They are drawn to men who are moving forward without them. Men whose life has texture. Men who are visibly becoming. So you rebuild your world. Hobbies, friends, projects, travel, reading, building, the actual architecture of a man who has somewhere to be tomorrow, not to make her jealous, not to perform, because this is who you're becoming anyway. And here's what she starts sensing. She starts sensing your groundedness. She senses your calm. She senses that your life was already in motion before she came along. She senses that you are not waiting for her permission to be who you are. Her gut whispers, something about him is different now. Something about him feels permanent. And that exact feeling, permanence, steadiness, the quiet gravity of a man becoming, is what turns interest into obsession. It's what makes her afraid of losing you, not because you're chasing her, but because she knows deep down you won't wait forever. These aren't tactics, bro. These aren't tricks. These are the natural traits of a man whose nervous system is finally healthier than hers. This is who you're becoming. This isn't about memorizing 7 steps. It's about becoming the kind of man avoidants stop running from. When you internalize this, you stop performing for her attention and start producing a life she can't stop thinking about. These aren't habits to manipulate women. They're habits to finally feel settled inside your own skin, and that right there is when the dynamic flips.